Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new to my channel or just not yet subscribed, my name is Brittany, and definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn that little bell on. That way you know every time I post. So in the background, that noise is actually Sebastian playing with a toy. But today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite mythological creatures, and that is the phoenix. The legend of the phoenix traced back all the way to times of ancient Greece and the Romans, and they were this mystical firebird. The bird's appearance actually varies depending on the culture it was coming from. Herodotus said that the phoenix was an eagle-like bird with red and gold feathers. But to the Romans, the crest was similar to that of a peacock's. And according to medieval Christian bestiaries, phoenix was Phoenician purple, which was a very rare color. The most extensive description of this bird comes from a travel memoir that was written in the 14th century CE, and it was titled Travels of Sir John Mandeville. Nobody knows who the author of this memoir was. His origin is said to actually come either from Arabia or India. He's splashing water at me. And the really cool thing about a phoenix is that there is only one alive at any given time. Now, if any of you are Harry Potter fans like me, Fox, the phoenix, ends up dying and rebirthing himself from his own ashes. And that is really on par with the legend of the phoenix. Varying tales tell different stories, but the average lifespan of a phoenix varies anywhere from 500 to 1,500 years. So they live an incredibly long time. And it's actually considered pretty good luck to spot one. Its tears are said to have healing abilities that can be harvested by humans. And if, again, with Harry Potter, in the Chamber of Secrets, Fox flies in, cries, and heals Harry. So again, very on par to the legend. So at the end of a phoenix's life, it builds a nest of incense and sacred materials that it ignites. The bird then is consumed by the fire in its nest, but from its ashes, a new baby phoenix is born. It's the coolest thing. The newborn phoenix embalms the ashes of its old self in an egg made of myrrh, and then it deposits it in the Egyptian city of Heliopolis, and it puts it in the temple of Ra, also known as the temple of Helios, so the temple of the sun. So in ancient Greek, there's a fragment of text from Hesiod, who lived between the 8th and 7th century BCE, and that actually came the earliest use of the term phoenix. In the text, he talked about how nymphs were measuring the lengths of their lifespans using the lengths of this, by phoenix lifespans. And the actual part of the passage is a chattering crow lives out 9 generations, and a raven's life makes 3 stags old. Well, the phoenix outlives 9 raves, but we, the rich-haired nymphs, daughter of Zeus, the Aegis holder, outlive 10 phoenixes. They're basically saying that they live a very, very long time. Now, according to Greek mythology, the phoenix lived in Arabia next to a well. At dawn, it bathes in the water of the well. And the Greek sun god Apollo would stop his sun chariot to listen to its singing. In ancient Egypt, there are some people that think that the phoenix is actually derived by another majestic bird. And this bird is called the Bennu Bird. Now, the Bennu was the sacred bird of the city of Heliopolis, which is the city that the phoenix would put its egg, essentially. It was considered to be the manifestation of the sun god. But instead of being an eagle like the phoenix, the Bennu was a large, now extinct heron. Its fossils were actually discovered in modern day United Arab Emirates. And it was believed to have gone extinct somewhere around 2500 BCE. This was a real, proven to exist bird. One version of this myth says that the Bennu bird burst forth from the heart of Osiris. In more recent myths, the Bennu created itself from a fire that was burned on a holy tree in one of the sacred precincts of the Temple of Ra. The Bennu was supposed to have rested on a sacred pillar that was known as the Ben stone. Now, in ancient Rome, it's believed that the phoenix's diet consists of incense and tree sap, and that the tree that the phoenix dies and rebirths itself upon is actually a really, really tall palm tree. Now, in Judaism and Christianity, they also talk about a phoenix. In Judaism, the phoenix is known by a different name called the Milchin or the Chol. The story begins in the Garden of Eden, and Eve felt tempted to eat the forbidden fruit because of the serpent. According to Midrash Rabbi, she was really upset by her situation. She was really jealous of the creatures that didn't eat the fruit. So she actually tempted all of the other creatures in the garden to eat the fruit. That way she wasn't alone in her sin, essentially. But only the phoenix resisted. So as a reward, the phoenix is actually given eternal life. And that's why when it dies, it rebirths itself, so it can never truly die. Now, the cycle of death and resurrection caused medieval Christians to actually associate the phoenix with Jesus Christ. Which makes sense because Jesus dies and then he comes back, and most people know the story. But it's such an interesting and just majestic bird. My goal in life is to see every mythological creature ever. So maybe one day I'll get lucky and see a phoenix. But if you guys like these mythological fact videos, definitely make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and that way I know to do more. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I love you guys. Bye.